I'm gonna be honest, Frieza should have been number one. He should have been the biggest head on the thumbnail, cause you know he's saying it.
Joker himself, I think, is a no. Joker fans are a most likely. I think mud, blood, muggle. Like, he just says it like out of a place of like, well, that's what he is. Like, that's my.
Would these villains be prejudiced? Now, I know it says that, but that is not the title in which I clicked on. I clicked on the video and it said, would these characters say the N-word? So that's what I'm going into this video thinking, because that was the original title I clicked on.
Would these villains say the word?
Yeah.
That is what we're going to be talking about today, okay? And understand this. This started out as a video idea that was a meme. That was never going to be made. And you know what? Depending on whether you're seeing this or not, it may have not have been made. But then
it's a great
it turned
video
into,
idea.
Honestly, like a weirdly deep philosophical discussion, because I think it's kind of interesting how, like, we can have villains that do literally some of the most evil things of all time. And then they're like, but I'm not going to cross this line. You 100% did, though. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I think the idea that somebody like Micah Bell or Homelander never...
I don't know ball on either of those. Homelander, from what obviously I see clips on Homelander, is he not the type to do that? I don't know. He just seems like a dickhead. I don't know what to do.
Said it is honestly more unbelievable than anything else. Like, you want to be... You mean to tell me that Micah Bell is not prejudiced? Brother, are you serious, bro? We are literally right after the Civil War, bro.
Is that a legal version of you?
This is before Jim Crow, because... what are you talking about? You mean to tell... I saw the way he was talking to Lenny. You mean to tell me he wasn't... I'm sorry, I'm getting too off on this. Okay? In this video, we're going to be going over villains like Homelander, Frieza.
Why is Frieza even in the video? Frieza should have been on the thumbnail. I'm gonna be honest, Frieza should have been number one. He should have been the biggest head on the thumbnail, because you know he's saying it. He's already saying it without saying it.
Yujiro Hanma and Light Yagami, and we are going to be asking the weirdly philosophical question of, would they say the word? Okay, if this video sounds interesting to you, consider a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's cross our fingers that this is going to go up without a hits. And with all that out of the way, hit the bell icon to stay notified for more videos coming from the channel. We have another channel going live called Ethan on Live in the description down below. Click on that, subscribe over to that, and with all that out of the way, let's get going right now. Homelander, 100%. 100%.
That's what I was thinking,
bro. I guess for some of these, for comedic, let me just say this. This is being done from a character analysis, a satirical, and a comedic point of view. Okay? That is why I am making this.
I feel like The Boys is the type of show to pull that type of trigger. Like, anyway, like, if we're being honest, it seems like just a live-action correct me if I'm wrong, I never watched it. It just seems like a live-action superheroes show version of, like, I don't know, like South Park-ish. Like, I feel like they troll a lot in that show. I don't know.
These are all villains. Every last one of them is a villain. Okay? When I look at Homelander... I think it's kind of shocking that I'm supposed to listen to Eric Kripke when he says, oh yeah, no, but he never said it. Are you serious, dude? Brother, I've seen the way that he talks about A-Train. I've seen the way that he talks about literally every single minority in the series. I know what he's meant to be a satire on. We all know. You mean to tell me that Homelander never said... Brother... Not only do I think he said it, I think that man ripped the R like Chud the Build. Oh, that's another reason why this is being made, bro.
Ooh.
Because I also wanted to rant about... Oh my goodness, dude. I'm getting into the headspace of how I'm making these videos.
You about to get philosophical.
Homelander 100% is saying it. But brother, this is a guy that already believes in like a level of superiority based off like how he was born. You mean to tell me he's not going to cross the line into... You mean to tell me he's not saying it? This man came up with a slur for humans. Non-powered humans. And there's other ones on here that literally did that same thing too.
What's the word?
You mean to tell me that he's not ripping those left and right? Dog, I'm sorry. The only way that I would possibly believe in you is if it's like, season 1 and he says it in private. But, brother, when we're going into, like, season 3 and on, oh, 100%, bro. He's ripping that hard on like a scalper ripping a pack of Pokemon cards. 100%
I should probably move my
hard.
cam then, if we got the whole, you know what I'm saying? But where should I move it, though? Bottom right?
100% he's down there. Joker. This one's actually kind of interesting. The Joker conversation is actually kind of interesting because he's actually so chaotic that the only way that I can see him saying it is if it's like, ha! Oh, that was a bad Joker person. Oh, hell. Ooh, that made me cringe. But
weirdly enough, I think Joker, and this is what I've seen, I love Joker because he's just that dastardly villain, but like, I feel like that would even go against the Joker's morals. For some odd reason, I can't necessarily prove why, but I just feel like that would be the case.
But the only way I can see Joker saying it is if he's saying it in a way to like rage bait somebody, but even then, I don't think he would. Does that make sense? I think it depends, not even depends on the version of Joker, because most of the Jokers, they're more of like just an anarchist. And when you're an anarchist, it's not strictly like, it's not like a racial line thing. Like Homelander was already that. Like Homelander, like that was established. But when it comes to Joker, I don't think Joker has that prejudice.
You know?
Like on a real note, bro, like no, he does a lot of evil things. I don't think he would say it. Because I don't think he's that way. I think he's worse in a couple other ways, but I don't think he would say it because he'd be like, bro, I don't really care.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
Like when I ice people, I don't do it on that basis. No, I just do it because I'm the Joker. Like
he said, I'm not that kind of evil. I'm evil. I'm devious. I'm not that kind of evil though. He said, leave me out of that. That's like the kind of vibes I get. Have we ever seen an extended interaction between the Joker and a black person? Amanda Waller. Yeah, we have.
I think that's where it would go.
Amanda Waller.
I'm gonna be real here. The best that I can do is like honestly like a maybe. Like maybe he would say it just as like be edgy. But maybe that's like me like looking at like, tell me if this makes sense.
Yeah.
Joker himself, I think, is a no. Joker fans are a most likely. I think
that's low key. That's a fact, and I'm a Joker fan, obviously. But I understand exactly where he's coming from with that sentiment.
People that idolize the Joker are edgy in that way that they say it in like the way of they want attention, and it's like it's super cringe. And I think I'm going to take the average. I'm going to put it in maybe. Michael Bell. 100%.
I don't know ball. Is this
100%, bro?
I would have from the art style. I play. Is this Red Dead 2? I played Red Dead 1 years ago. So if he's from 1, say goodbye. I don't know. I don't remember nothing. But I never played 2. I'm assuming he's from 2 though.
Okay, and dude, he would say it like with Dude, he doesn't even say it like out of a place of anger. He just says it like out of a place of like, well, that's what he is. Like that's my.
No cap though. He looked like he said in his free time. Like he looked like he just blurted out like anywhere, anytime. I'm talking about like the confident one. He don't care. I'm talking about in the middle of the bar, anywhere. If he see it, he say it. You feel me? That's what he looks like to me.
Micah! That's Michael Bell, dude. Michael Bell the rat? Michael Bell the dude that was getting no-dipped by tuberculosis Arthur Morgan? Dude,
Arthur Morgan, yeah, he's from Red Dead 2.
The only reason that he didn't say it in the general campaign is because he had to show that he was a good boy in front of Dutz. Because he knew that if he started saying anything like that to Lenny in front of Arthur, in front of Dutz, in front of like John Marston, oh my goodness, bro, they would have kicked his.
I've always heard.
Maybe.
I need to play Red Dead 2 because everyone says it's one of the best games of all time. I really do need to play that.
Maybe. Because Bill also gives off that he would say it. And Javier, maybe. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to put it up there, too. I'm going to put it up there. Brother, it's literally in the early 1900s to the late 1800s.
Yeah.
Yes, he's going right there. Frieza. This one's tough because when he calls Goku a monkey, he calls him a monkey because he literally has a tail. Okay? And apparently, like I've talked about this before with like my weeb friends, and the way that they explain it is that it actually comes from a mistranslation from Japanese to English, and he's actually saying it in like not in that type of way, but he's saying it in like a different type of way.
You know what's crazy about Frieza? You have a tail too, brother. What are you talking about? Now, obviously, Saiyan tails resemble monkey tails to a T, but it's like calling someone a monkey because they have a tail while you also have a tail is kind of crazy in and of itself. I never even thought about it like that. But I also never knew it was a mistranslation. I ain't gonna lie. But still, I don't know, bro. You can't slide on that. Hey, where's Trunks too? Trunks should be somewhere in here. Or is this just villains? Yeah, it's villains. Ooh, I was about to say, wait, boy, we need to have a conversation about Trunks.
And I'm over here like, really? Really?
Your $13 haircut.
Are you really going with that? I think, but Frieza also like comes off as like, I think he just hates Saiyans. I think it's more that than anything. I think he's a dude that just says edgy stuff. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't come off as like a Homelander or like a Micah Bell that has that prejudice literally branded into their heart. Frieza, it's more coming off in like a wannabe edgy way. It's still bad, but it comes off in that way. That's tough.
I got him hard on. I'm not gonna lie.
Do I put him in a yes or do I put him in a most likely? That's really what I'm debating here. I'm gonna put him in a most likely. Did I spell most likely wrong? Oh my gosh, bro, I'm losing my mind.
I think you're tripping. I think Frieza's a clear hard R. Yeah, it's like it's also like the conviction in which he says it. It's like, I'm not putting that one tier above Joker. I'm just not doing it.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in most likely.
Respect though.
That's tough, but a most likely I think is a fair placement for specifically Frieza. Oh, I'm losing it. Sukuna. If Sukuna says it, he would say it in a way that's like Tyson Fury saying it after beating Deontay Wilder. Yes, you could look that up.
Facts.
Yes, he did say that.
Facts.
His after party.
I truly don't know if it's confirmed or not, but you know how they be saying Larry Bird was just cooking dudes, and then he turn around, bitch ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Larry Bird was doing that. I'm gonna be honest. And even if he wasn't, it's my headcanon. It's funny.
After he beat Deontay Wilder, he said it. And his reasoning was, well, I beat Deontay Wilder. That should give me a pass. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that would be the argument that I think Sukuna would use.
That's very fair.
Like, and Sukuna would do it in a way where he'd be like, hey, I said it. You guys said that you're going to beat me up. Come on. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Like, that would be Sukuna. But it wouldn't be in, like, the same way that, like... We'll talk about Yujiro Hanma in a second, because I'm sorry, I'm about to say something about Yujiro Hanma. But I think Sukuna would go into, honestly, I think it would be more of a maybe. I think it would be more of a maybe. Because Sukuna is also, like, somebody that is, like, so into, like, social Darwinism in that the strength reign over the weak, that it weirdly makes him very progressive. Like, let me explain to you what I mean, bro. People within Jiu-Jitsu society are, like, pretty sexist, right? Not Sukuna. Sukuna is old school, but he's old school in the way where, like, I do not care what your background, your religion, your race, your gender, any of that. If you can run the fade with me, I respect you. And in that way, it makes him weirdly progressive. It kind of reminds me of the bad guy from Mulan. Weirdly enough, it reminds me of that. I'm going to put it in maybe, though. Griffith.
Okay.
No. I don't think Griffith would. And I think Griffith wouldn't because I think Griffith is more of like a optics type of guy. Like, I don't think he would say it, but he would like think it. I think he would think it really hard. That would be the best way that I would like describe, like I would go with Griffith. Because Griffith is much more low key. Like everybody else up here, it's like prejudice, edgy, maybe. But then I look at Griffith and I'm kind of like, no. Like, Griffith's the first one that I would say.
I can agree with no, but I can see the think it part. I can't really be sold. I'm not really sold on it, though.
Confidently. Yeah, no, he just wouldn't say it. He wouldn't say it. Not because he's a good guy. But again, this is what I'm talking about. Like there actually is an interesting philosophical discussion on here over which of these villains that are evil. Like, they are all evil. Like, Griffith is arguably one of the most evil people on the entire list.
It's a great conversation. Does it matter? No, but it is a fantastic, you know what I'm saying, just little think piece.
Like, I don't. But, like, other characters on here, I think would. I'm going to put this one in a no. I think that's a fair placement in my mind. If that isn't a fair placement, I would actually like to hear your argument on him saying it in the context. That's a very fair placement, I think. I'm going to put it in no. Yeah, I'm going to put it in no. Yujiro Hanma. Yes. Yes. But he wouldn't say it with like there was venom in it. He would say it in a way to goad you into a matchup. Because here's the thing about Yujiro.
I have not watched Baki yet, but just off the rip from what I've seen from Yujiro, shout out. Well, I'm about to literally say he's a dickhead, but also shouting him out. He's about to be in Tekken. That's going to be so fire. I'm on that hoe. But the thing about Yujiro, from what I get from him, he looks like the cocky, like, oh, and what? Like, he gonna say it and you not gonna beat my ass up. Like, that's what I feel like it's from him. But he's definitely not saying it with the hard R. He's definitely saying it with the A just because he wants to. That's a vibe I get off it. But also, I have not watched the show, so if I'm wrong on that,
Hanma. Yujiro goes beyond like a Sukuna where he would say it as like in a way to like goad you into a matchup. He would say it
I can see that.
Kind of like a Frieza and if a Sukuna got together. Yujiro would definitely say it to get you to throw at him. That's what he would do, bro. That's what he would do. Because
like he seems the type to say it just cause he's not supposed to, and then dare you to do something about it. That's what, you know what I'm saying. That's the type of like cockiness he kind of gives off.
I think somebody actually put that on a comment. Like when I put this on like a vote, because y'all voted for this. Like, they said Yujiro would say it, but he wouldn't say it in the way to be disrespectful. He would say it in a way to rage bait you, and then afterwards he would say, I actually respect you as a warrior, my bad. Like, and I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that at all, actually. I'm gonna put that in a yes. Solid. Suguru Geto. He says monkeys way too hard. Like, you know what it reminds me of, bro? It reminds me of like, dude, he should have been on here. Draco Malfoy. The way that he says mudblood, muggle. Like, like I like, like I know it's like a made up slur, but like, I want to throw hands with you, bro. Like
that'd be the reaction though. Like, and this is why I can't understand it. It's no way you're just out and about. Like, it has to be something missing from your brain chemistry. Dead serious. Not even on, like, I'm not saying like these people are stupid or something, but you know how like some people just like don't have social cues, or some people don't like, you know what I'm saying, how you can just be missing that one component from your brain chemistry. I don't mean you're stupid, right? The ability to not be self-aware enough to understand that you're making people uncomfortable is crazy to me. Like, it's one thing if you just know you're making people uncomfortable, but like, to not have the wherewithal that it's actively happening and you continuing to do the thing that's making people uncomfortable is like, that'd be blowing me. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be crazy to me. And it's that little reaction he did that just what the ooh. You know what I'm saying? That's the reaction when these people do this broad day in public, but they just don't really see it, notice it. I don't know.
I want to throw hands right now, dude. Like, dude, that Draco would not survive in the American schooling system, dude. He would. I think it's just with Geto. But, like, here's the thing. I think he's halfway there. Because he already has that prejudice. And it's a matter of, like, how far would that prejudice go? And when I'm looking at Geto, I'm going to be real here. That one's tough. I'm going to put it at the bottom of maybe. I would actually go, like, you can even argue a no, but the fact that he went that level, like, and that quickly into just being immediately prejudiced, that
also, in terms of Geto, I know I haven't said anything on him. I just don't know too much about him. I haven't seen anything about his backstory yet. I cleared season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I gotta watch the rest.
me that like this is a guy that like I feel like it would be like a gateway for him. It would be like a gateway. Like he started off by calling all non-sorcerers monkeys, and then he would immediately I'm gonna put it in a. I'm getting a vibe from Ghetto though. I'm getting a vibe. I'm gonna put it in maybe though. Not Kenjaku. Ghetto. I'm gonna put it in Ghetto. That's who we're talking about. Not Kenjaku. Thanos. No. No, I think this is a guy that, like, it's not that he dislikes people on, like, a species basis. He's just so, like, really, like, weirdly dedicated to his own absolutely genocidal plan that he doesn't really care at all. I think that it's kind of like Joker, but imagine if Joker had absolutely no ties to, like, human history. So you can't be, like, yeah, Thanos just wouldn't care. Thanos would be like, bro, I don't care. Done. Done. Like, he wouldn't say it. Ever.
Yeah, kind of like you said with Joker. I feel like that's just like he has morals, right? Even Joker, like I said, Joker has morals, but like all these guys have morals to an extent, but like everyone's morals are different. I feel like Thanos has the morals to be like, yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. Not saying he could, it's impossible for him. Well, what's up with that one kid that Thanos visits every year on his birthday to mess it up? What's that about? And obviously Thanos is probably depicted as a more way more devious in the comics, but like I'm strictly going off of MCU Thanos not doing that.
But I think in terms of being,
but I also don't think he's the type of like person he's just not doing it at base. I'm not saying he wouldn't do it, but he just wouldn't do it at base. I don't think he would ever even feel the need to.
He does have to be on the list. I'm gonna put him on no. I'm gonna put him on a no next to a Griffith. I just can't see it. Like this is also what I'm doing it. How easy can I visualize them saying it? Like how. Like, if you use that as a metric, looking at this list, I don't think anybody would disagree with this. Like, how to put him on a no?
How easy could I visualize them? Based off looks, or just if it's based on looks, he's in hard R. Yeah, off looks, this list goes crazy. Except maybe Griffith would be higher, but yeah.
Next to a Griffith, I just can't see it. Like, this is also what I'm doing it. How easy can I visualize them saying it? Like, how, like. If you use that as a metric, looking at this list, I don't think anybody would disagree with this. Ulfric Stormcloak. Understand this, bro.
Oh, in the niggity of nations. Is this Skyrim?
When I'm looking at Skyrim, Imperials versus the Stormcloaks. My biggest argument for the Stormcloaks is I absolutely hate the Thalmor.
Let me learn something.
I hate the Thalmor so much in Skyrim. Because they are basically the puppet government of the Imperials, because the Imperials are so indebted to the Thalmor that they are literally allowing for, like, the mass destruction of the religion of the people of Skyrim. If you want to make the argument that, like, well, Skyrim's not for the Nords, Ulfric is going too far when he says that, you can make that argument. Talos is the de facto religion of the people of Skyrim. So to argue that that should go away, I fundamentally disagrey with that. Like, that I do disagree on, and I'm sorry, the Imperials going that far with it, and first off, the reason that the Thalmor hate Talos is because Talos is one of the bad guys of their religion. I'm not even kidding you, no. The Thalmor hate the Nords, and they hate the religion of Talos, because Talos in their religion is, like, known as a guy that's, like, a deceiver, or a guy that defeated one of their gods. So that's why they hate it. Now, I think Ulfric is kind of...
They got two different religions and their gods are beefing? That's crazy lore. That's insane lore. That's literally like different gangs, which you could already kind of compare real life religion to like kind of like different gangs / cults or cliques. But your god having a beef with my god and my god stomp your god out, that's crazy.
Like, he's kind of like a sleeper cell in the way that he takes like what the core of that argument of like, yeah, no, the people of Skyrim should be free to celebrate the religion of their choice. But then he takes it too far in that Skyrim is for the Nords.
Ooh.
And then he starts off with like, we don't want Argonians here. We don't want the Khajiits there. And I'm over here like, I understand Argonians. I don't understand your hate on the Khajiits. And then how long is it going to take for you to be like, and you know what? I don't know if I like the Red Guards here. What do you mean by that, Ulfric? What do you mean by that? Like, no. Tell me, what do you mean by that? That's my question. What do you mean? In that context, I think y'all can see what I mean. I'm going to put this one into a maybe. I'm going to put that one into a maybe. I got my eye on you, Ulfric. Light Yagami.
No.
This one's really tough.
I don't think it's
because I think Light Yagami fans are a yes. I think people that like really celebrate Light Yagami, 100. I think they would say it. But
I think maybe a subsection of the fandom, but I'm a Light Yagami fan, and I don't really get that vibe. Light, yeah, he has an ego, a crazy ego, and it makes him think he's better than people, but it's more so of like on an intelligence level. I think he thinks he's smarter than everyone else. I don't think he think I don't think he thinks lesser of an individual based on their skin color, right? I just don't think that. I just think he looks at himself as a god, which obviously in that context already means you're belittling others, but I don't think he would, especially like go out of his way to say it. Like for what? It's like if you think from the position of light, like for what? Like I'm literally like he said, he thinks he's like I said, he thinks he's a god. Like if I think I'm a god, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be disrespecting doing little things like that. I will disrespect your intelligence for sure, but like in like Yagami's case, not just a regular guy. I will disrespect your intelligence if I'm light, but I'm not going out of my way to disrespect you based on your skin color.
I think like Yagami himself, I think he views himself, but no, he views himself as a god and everybody is beneath him. So there's already this level of a superiority complex that does in itself to like align with prejudiced behavior.
Let me put it like this. I think Light in his head thinks it's Light Yagami, L, everyone else. But really based on an intelligence level, if you want to throw Ryuk in there before everyone else, that's fine. But like, I think that's how he sees it in his head.
And then, no, and again, I'm standing on that. If you have a god complex, you inherit.
So, and also in that everyone else would also just mean like weirdly enough, even though he's treating them as lesser, he's also treating them equally as lesser, like regardless of their appearance. I think. Also, it's like or maybe not everyone else because of how he got the god complex. He got the god complex from killing criminals. So in his mind, it's probably him, L, Ryuk, every citizen on the planet, every regular citizen on the planet, then felons. That's probably how he looks at it.
Have a level of prejudice against everybody that is beneath you because you have to view yourself as above, so you must therefore view everybody else as lesser. That is the best way that you not even the best, not the best way. I meant like that is the way that you view it. So I can see a scenario where like Light Yagami we'll say it. But at the same time, how much of that is being viewed? Because I see a lot of people that weirdly like idolize Light Yagami as if he is not literally just a guy who is a serial unaliver who believes himself to be.
I'll say this though, if put it like this, if L was black, he's definitely catching a couple of hard R's in them little inside his head monologues that he be doing. I swear to God, he's catching them monologues. No cap. But L was not black, thankfully. But boy, you know how bad he be talking to these people in them little head monologues? Boy, he's definitely throwing out a hard R in that scenario. But since L wasn't black, we just didn't see that. I ain't gonna lie.
Because he believes he's doing.
If L was black, or if anyone he hated anyone that was black on the same level as L,
it for the right reasons. Like no, that's like the irony
that's
in Light Yagami, that he believes himself to be better in building this order, but he himself doesn't believe in the laws that he is sentencing people to. Like think about this.
Also, I know I'm pausing a lot for Light, but Light is a very interesting case. I think he thinks like you know how the Mustache Man was trying to build a perfect race? I kind of feel like he's kind of in that same light, but instead of trying to build a perfect race, it's just perfect citizens like that don't commit crimes, versus like he's not really caring about what you look like, how tall you are, nothing about your physical features, whatever. I think he is just honed in on, are you objectively good, aka regular citizen, or objectively bad, aka any type of criminal who ever did anything, whether you loitered, jaywalked, or murdered. I think that's like his MO to say.
He goes through all of this in terms of like, I think any criminal should immediately be sentenced to being unalived. I'm gonna ice all criminals. It doesn't matter what the crime is.
Yeah.
So
he's trying to build a perfect
if you don't
world
allow them to have
instead of a perfect race.
you yourself have dictated yourself to be judge, jury, and executioner. You have put yourself above every other person. And in that scenario, maybe that guy would say it. Like, yeah, you have to have a level of superiority. And it's in like the same way that like Homelander does. But I don't know if he would go that far. I'm going to put it in a most likely, though. I'm going to put it in a most likely because ultimately
maybe.
I can see an argument for and against. Leave your best argument for it.
I'll say maybe.
Like, best argument for Light Yagami, like, saying it. Because I can see him saying it, but I also can't. That's tough. I'm going to put him in most likely.
It's a very specific
and there you go.
situation
Those are
where he
characters
does that
would, in my opinion, this is a character analysis, satirical, might say it. Might say the word.
Hey, this is a good video. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, comment, and subscribe. And if
I feel like I paused a lot towards the end there, but this did not feel like no 20 minutes. Shout out to bro. What's bro name? Ethan on everything. That's hard. I like this. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. Shout out to bro. WVET.